Mexico, Social Customs and Nonverbal Communication by Sonia Meadow. The purpose and scope of this presentation is to contrast and compare the difference between Mexican and U.S. cultural, social, customs, and nonverbal communication, and how important it is to understand how culture creates different responses. Preview of Aspect 1. Two men are meeting for a business lunch in Mexico City, Mexico. One of the men is Mexican and the other is a U.S. citizen. This is their initial meeting.
It's taking this guy forever. He needs to hurry. This is running late. Oh, hey, Jose.
Hey,
How are you?
how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. It's nice to finally meet you.
Nice to finally meet you. How was your flight?
Oh, the flight was good. The flight was good. I really enjoyed everything, and the people were nice. The food was good. Great in the airport. Everything was real good. Very good.
All right. Is everything all right?
Oh, everything's good, man. Come on, let's go ahead and get ready to eat. Okay.
Let's talk about some of the Mexican social customs as seen in the video. In the Mexican culture, it is common for guests to arrive at a social event much later than the designated start time. Many hosts expect their guests to be at least 30 minutes late. However, lateness at business meetings is less tolerated. U.S. social customs. Americans tend to be informal. This is because of the American belief in equality rather than lack of respect. In the U.S., only the elderly, the ill, or physically handicapped persons remain seated while greeting or being introduced. People in the U.S. tend to watch the clock to arrive promptly for events. Handshakes are firm but usually brief. Light handshakes are considered distasteful. It is considered important to maintain eye contact when shaking someone's hand. Mexican nonverbal communication. In the Mexican culture, standing with your hands on your hips signifies anger. It also is considered rude to stand with your hands in your pockets. Direct eye contact can be considered aggressive between two men and flirtatious between men and women. U.S. nonverbal communication. Americans tend to smile a lot during conversation and like for smiles to be returned. Standing with your arms crossed during conversation denotes a guarded attitude or stance. Same-sex touching, especially between males, is generally frowned upon in the American society. Preview of Aspect 2. Two businessmen, one from Mexico and the other from the U.S., sit to discuss business over lunch.
Okay, Jose. So go ahead and tell me about your business plan for the computer business. Why don't you tell me about that?
We can get to that. So how's your family doing?
My family's good, man. They're doing real well.
Mexican social customs. Business meetings in Mexico are frequently conducted during breakfast or lunch. Business matters are usually addressed after small talk. Example, conversations about one's family. Mexicans focus on building personal relationships before conducting business. U.S. social customs. Americans tend to go straight to discussing business matters. Personal matters are left at the door, so the focus during meetings can be strictly about the bottom line. Americans tend to ask questions only for cursory reasons, not to really get personal responses during business interactions. Contrast in personal space. When speaking, Mexicans tend to stand more closely to each other than their U.S. or Canadian counterparts, and also tend to touch each other more. It is not uncommon for a Mexican to touch someone on the shoulder or arm occasionally while speaking, or to place his hand on someone's back or shoulder while walking with them. Keep your distance when conversing in the American culture. If you're standing too close, he or she may step back without even thinking about it. Tone of voice. Mexicans tend to speak more quietly than their Canadian or U.S. counterparts, especially in public places such as restaurants and stores. Let's take a moment to review. It is important to understand how another culture's perspective on everyday interactions can impact simple business and social outcomes. Being different doesn't mean being wrong. It just means there are different means to achieving similar goals.